Hi everyone, my name is Shawn, in case you don't know, and welcome back to another video. You can probably tell that I've been practicing with makeup today. It looks good in different lighting, I promise it does, but in this lighting I look like, I don't know, a porcelain doll. But anyways, in today's video I'm going to be doing another book tag, but this time I'm going to be featuring my cat on the side here. Because you always see her in the background of my videos, so I thought why not just set it up so she can be in the front today. This is Hermione. She is one of my two beautiful kitties. The other one is not here right now. She is a little more skittish and shy, so she's probably hiding. The book tag that I'll be doing today is the New Year's book tag, and there is a series of 6 questions plus a tag a friend question, but I'm not going to do the tag a friend question because, as I've said with all of my other tags, I've never gotten tagged in a tag, so I'm not going to tag any one of my tags. How many books are you planning to read in 2020? I set myself a Goodreads goal for 50 books this year. That is less than what I read last year, but I get into reading slumps a lot. Even if I don't hit 50 books, I'm just hoping to keep reading like at least 1 chapter a day, finish reading at least 1 book a month. When I get into reading slump, it sometimes makes it really hard for me to read. So I've set this goal for 50 books, but I won't be upset if I don't hit it. Next up is name 5 books that you didn't get to last year that you want to make a priority in 2020. Well, that's really easy for me. So if you've seen that video where I said books I need to finish before the end of the year, well, I epically failed at that because I decided to join a readathon instead of focusing on those books, which helped me get out of a reading slump, that readathon, but it means I didn't finish those reading challenges from that video that I made. So I need to read most of those books. The ones from that video that I still need to read that are a priority for this year is The Arabian Nights, which is translated by Hussein Hadaoui. I'm a little scared to read this one because old books and classics I don't like all that much, but I meant to read it last year, so I definitely need to read it this year. No Place I'd Rather Be by Kathy Lamb. Kathy Lamb is a friend of one of my family members, so I'm really excited to be reading one of her books, and I'm really sad that I didn't get to it last year. Kathy Lamb writes women's fiction, so fiction that's really empowering for women. From what I understand, her books aren't always heavy on romance, so they're more like empowering just for women, and I've gone to a couple of her book talks before and she always has tons of people in the crowd. So I'm excited to read one of her books and see what her books are all about. And then I have to read Talented by S.E. McCready or McCready, I always forget the author's name. And I have that one on a Kindle book. The next 2 books that I didn't get to last year that I meant to get to last year are rereads. I generally don't reread books that often just because if I really like a book, I remember the information pretty well, and because I have so many books that I haven't read yet, like you see that shelf in the background, those are only books that I haven't read yet. So I'm gonna challenge myself to reread these 2 books this year because I meant to do it last year. The first one is The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. This is a classic, I believe, but I think I actually liked this classic when I read it back in high school. So I'm excited to see what it's about because I honestly completely forgot everything about it. And then I want to reread Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling, obviously. I feel like it's always a shocker to some people that I don't reread the books as often as I do for the Harry Potter books, but I can't justify rereading books that often when I have so many books that I own that I haven't read yet. But I am excited to be rereading this. Last year I did reread one book though. I reread Cursed Child, so I reread something last year. Next question is, what genre do you want to read more of? I'm not really sure what genre I want to read more of. I'm not the kind of person who reads every single genre and loves reading every single genre. I'm sort of the type of person who finds their favorite genres and sticks with those genres and doesn't really, like, I don't know what you call it, like, switch to different genres. I don't like thriller, mystery, crime, or horror. Those creep me out. I don't like things that creep me out and scare me. I don't like classics or historical fiction, so I'm not gonna really challenge myself to read more of those, so I guess I'm just gonna be keeping reading fantasy and dystopian, a little bit of sci-fi, and contemporary romances, and just young adult in general. Here, I'm gonna spin her around since she's bathing, give her some privacy. I really hope that it wasn't too annoying to see her bathing for like a good majority of this video. Name 3 non-related book goals for 2020. This is really easy for me. Number 1, I want to stay more on top of taking my medicine. I have POTS, depression, anxiety, I suffer from flashbacks, and I have OCD, so I'm on medications to manage those things. Oh, and I'm on birth control to manage endometriosis. So I'm on a lot of pills to manage all of those things. But there's so many that I keep forgetting to take them because alone for POTS, like if we're talking about the over-the-counter stuff that I'm supposed to take and you're not counting like prescription medications, I have to take 10 salt pills every day, which like I guess I could take them all in one sitting, but I don't. I try to spread them out, but then I forget because I'm trying to like take it in the day and I'm like, where did I put my pill bottle? Where did I put my pillowcase? I can't remember anything. So it's a little bit of chaos trying to remember to take all my pills, and I really want to get better at taking my pills because I know that I want to get better. I want to be able to move out and go to college someday. I want to be able to get a job someday. In order to do that, I have to stay on top of my pills and get better. So I'm really hoping that I can get better at taking my pills this year. Another one I have is just to pass all of my classes. I'm aiming for 1 class a term unless I drastically feel better, just because that's all I can handle with my POT symptoms. And I'm trying to stay on top of passing my courses because this one that I'm taking right now is really hard. I keep having moments where I really want to drop the class, but I'm trying to push myself and not drop the class and pass the class so I can hopefully get my associate's degree soon-ish. A third non-book related goal I have is to start therapy again. Don't know what type, don't know if it'll be outpatient. I don't know if it'll be like a normal hour-long session. I've also looked into animal therapy. I am not really sure. I just know I need therapy because I have really bad depression, anxiety, and flashbacks, and OCD as I've already said, but I'm just at a loss for what I need to do for that, and also it's really hard for me to leave the house. So it'd be a challenge to schedule these appointments and go to the appointments, but it's something I need to do to get better. It's gonna be hard. Number 5 is, what's a book you've had forever that you still need to read? Let me go grab it. This book is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Everyone has read this book except for me, and I keep procrastinating reading it because I know that it's sad. Also because I've read 2 of John Green's other books, Paper Towns and Will Grayson, and I honestly wasn't that impressed with them. Like, they were good, but not that good, so sort of have to be in the mood for this, you know? And I haven't been in the mood for it. I got this in 2014 because that's what the sticker on the back says at the store. It said 6/17/2014, and I still haven't read it. One word that you're hoping your 2020 will be. I'm hoping that my 2020 will be happy because I'm depressed, and I would really, really, really appreciate it if this year would let me be happy. Yep. Why is happiness such a struggle for me? I just want it. Been chasing it since the 8th grade when all of my depression started, and I can't get it. So I'm just hoping I can get it this year. I know that I can't live like a perfect and 100% happy life, but like, you know, just 1 week with no depressive episodes would be freaking fantastic if that could just happen for me. So that's all for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I'm holding her now because she won't stop bathing herself, which is fine. It's just a little awkward for her to be bathing herself in the whole video. As I said, this is my sweet little sister, Hermione. Call them my sisters, even though they are my cats and not my family's cats. Please remember to subscribe to me if you haven't already, and feel free to give this video a thumbs up, follow all my other social media, and do all that jazz. Hope all of you are having a fantastic week. See you later. Bye!